Yo, what is good, man? It's your boy Atlantis, and we back with another self-made Sunday, man. And today I think it's a really good day. I have the legendary Flint Sparks, man. What's going on, man?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yes,
Nice
sir.
to meet you. Usually I give like an introduction, but I think Mr. Sparks should do that. Go on and tell the people who you is, man.
Cool. I'm Dr. Sparks. I'm the owner and founder of Spark Life Chiropractic here in Anna, Texas, just north of McKinney. Man, where do I start? I've owned my business 3.5 years now. Started from the ground up. We have a big emphasis on families. We see a lot of pediatrics or a lot of prenatal, a lot of babies, and in that, the family unit. So that's kind of where we stand out and where we really are different, because a lot of chiropractors are, nothing against them, they're on TikTok, popping people, making noise. They're on YouTube doing a bunch of clickbait stuff. And for us, we have a different mission. We're trying to start really the younger, the better. And we can talk more about how this plays out in real time from a baby to an adult and how this impacts the community. But I saw it in myself. I saw it in my community from where I'm from. I'm from a small town near Oklahoma, northeast Oklahoma, near Tulsa. And it was like 3,000 people. I think it's still the same size. We got like a McDonald's and a super Walmart, and we have like 2 stoplights. So it's a really small town, a lot of addiction. And I saw it in my own family. And when you see what addiction does to people, especially for things that are needed, like pain medication, opioids, we all know now like what happens from that. You familiar with what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The fallout. But I saw it in very close people in my own family of what addiction does when people are just trying to feel better. So that's kind of what started me out the gate of like, this isn't normal. I value health. I value wellness. I like working out and just taking care of myself. And so as I grew up from small town Oklahoma to moving to Dallas, where a chiropractic school was, I really started to find out like, what do I stand for? Why do I care about health? And it started with nutrition. So out the gate, I went to Oklahoma State. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was between oil field and college, and I was like, I can go either way, because my family was in the oil field.
Because I was thinking, did you just wake up and just want to be a chiropractor?
No.
Or this is,
so I had been adjusted like 2 or 3 times in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually didn't know what chiropractic meant or even was. I just knew they could sell supplements. Literally, I had no purpose. And so I go to chiropractic school, and all the people there, you're like, these people are weird, man. Like, but they're passionate. And I could never tell you what they said, but I could tell you how they made me feel. And they were super passionate on what they stood for and what they believed. And I didn't really learn about chiropractic there. I just got passionate. I was like lit up. I was like, I got to do this. Okay. So God kind of brought me to that.
Okay.
It wasn't really like a conscious thing of like, oh, I'm going to go to chiropractic school and do this and open Spark Life. It was literally God. I just kind of got put there.
Okay, so leading with that faith, what was like the first steps that you took to like bring this to life? I know you felt that they gave you the spark.
Literally,
they gave you the spark.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say from there, what kind of like mindset and steps that you were taking?
Well, I was really happy in chiropractic school, just learning. Like I went and shadowed all these different offices, because what they don't tell you in school, and we can have a whole nother talk on this, but it's like what they don't tell you is that when you go to chiropractic school, they teach you how to learn, not how to be a good chiropractor. So you could be top of your class, the best in there on GPA, and actually be the worst in your field, because you don't really you just have to pass the boards. Oh. So I always took value. I always took value in learning from other people, because to some degree at chiropractic school, those who can't, they teach. Business classes, a lot of times they didn't make it. So I was like, I got to go out. And so I shadowed 10, maybe 15 offices throughout chiropractic school, and they were all different. So some saw all pain-based, like they have all the stretches, they have all the machines, right? And then there were others that saw, just like we do, all families, kids, babies, and that I just kept leaning into that. But I was terrified of it.
Why?
Well, as a guy, there's a lot of things in your head of like, how can I communicate to moms? How can I be on that level with them when I don't have a kid of my own, number one, at the time?
Okay.
And I'm just some guy in my mind. So I had in my mind, I had to undo a lot of that and just figure out like, why am I really scared? It's not so much of that. It was actually the calling. And so the old saying of like, if it doesn't scare you, you don't care enough.
Yeah, 100%.
But I actually didn't go out and just open my office. So I went to chiropractic school. It's 3.5 years, just
Okay.
the school of chiropractic itself. And then I went and did what's called an associateship,
Okay.
where you work for someone for a paycheck.
Yeah, but basically,
Right?
Yeah.
You're getting paid not a ton because you're learning how to run a business.
Yes.
So the model was all pain-based. We didn't see hardly any families, no pediatrics, but I learned a ton on the business side. And I almost got locked into a franchise situation, the joint.
Yeah.
So that almost happened. And it wouldn't have been terrible, but it wasn't for me because I wasn't going to be able to do what I wanted to do.
Do you think that was like the turning point?
That was the turning point when I really had to make a decision of like, hey, you can make 6 figures here, but it's not yours. And you don't get to call the shots, and you don't get to be the one, good or bad day. It's not on you, really. It is it isn't, And so I was like, okay. And that's when I started thinking about practices, and God was like, Spark Life. And it was so cheesy. I wish I had a picture of it, but it was like just a lightning bolt,
Hey, but
sparking life. And it's cool, but like, to me that was corny and cheesy and just didn't fit. And then I got deeper on the Spark Life, and what we're really trying to do. It's not. It's a play on words because my last name is Sparks, but it's every adjustment. We're literally trying to spark healing, spark life into the body, and that's how deep it can go. And then we can talk about whatever else. But if we do get down the road of babies, then we can go deep on what that looks like. And
we definitely are. We definitely are. Man, I just like how you like put that together. So from there. Well, before I even jump into something else, because we're already in the chiropractic part, that was your turning point, and then, so what makes you different from everybody else? Because there's plenty of chiropractors out here, but just like you said, they could be the top of the class and be the worst in the field. So, what would set you apart?
I think what sets any chiropractor apart is service mindset. Like that should be number one. And we're all human, we're all guilty of it. But like when you walk in the door, you leave your stuff at the door. I'm a big believer in that, big proponent of that. And then when you get into service first is you last. So if someone had the best adjusting skills and the worst service skills, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it won't.
In my opinion. What I would take the person who actually wasn't great at adjusting because of the care. You can feel it. But what I would say what makes our office different is the experience. The minute you walk in, it's an experience. It's not like I was in a car wreck 2 years ago. I had to go to a chiropractor like that worked with law attorneys and stuff. That's not much of an experience.
He just kind of
like you walk in. Our front desk girls are freaking awesome. Props to them. They do a good job. Yes. But the vibe, what you bring to people, like that whole experience from beginning to end, I feel like we do an amazing job at just nurturing that person with where they're at or where their kid is at and honoring that as well as showing them what's possible. And then giving them hope.
That actually something can be done.
Yeah.
Cause I felt that when I came in here, like this is my first time in here, and I was just like, yo, like I feel the energy, like I feel it. It feels good. It feels very, very family-like, family warm, you should say. So I definitely believe in that. So that's what sets you apart.
I was gonna say a side note on this: results. Like if you take all the vibe's great, the experience is cool, but like I feel like crap all the time. Like I wouldn't matter either, right? So we also get amazing results, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. But in my opinion, putting it all together is how we really stand out.
Yeah, he didn't let me forget them results. Like it's
We do get results. It's not
cool
like
to have a vibe, but if you ain't doing it,
we can have a powwow too. We get results. So.
no, that's lovely. But we can jump more into other than it being your calling.
Mm-hmm.
What what keeps you motivated though from doing it? Like, yeah, you've only been doing it for 3 years. I see a big. I see it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I see you in the long run. I can see Spark Life in 10 years. I can still see that. So what definitely right now, like what keeps you going?
Yeah, I mean that's a great question, especially if any business owners do listen and you're in the first year, like you're just super fired up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit year 2 and you're still fired up, and then year 3, I love what I do, but if we're all being real and we're all being honest, the burnout combo, like these are all things that you start to navigate for yourself and your family.
Yes.
And we have a kid on the way. And so actually,
Congrats, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
Congrats.
The answer is I've formulated my business to match my lifestyle. And I know not every business owner can do that.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we were open Tuesdays from 3 to 6. It was just a half day. But then my wife's pregnant, we're having a kid. So I was like, okay, let's take that Tuesday afternoon out. And it's been fine. So a huge component of my mental peace, calm, health, however you want to frame it, is trying my best to make the business match my lifestyle and not my lifestyle match the business. Because the whole reason you open a business, you're, yes, to help people, but also to create freedom for you and your family. And so then we can all get caught in this trap, right, of revenue and new whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, but at the cost of your happiness.
Yeah.
And so I don't think enough people talk about that.
No, they don't, because they'll get sucked into whatever industry that they're in,
Yeah.
and then it becomes like a hamster wheel, and it's just over and over. But you'll find the freedom, technically, you'll find it, but then you don't have the happiness in here.
Yeah.
So was it really worth the freedom?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, and two, man, like looking at my day to day, like what keeps me going in that frame, like it's really, luckily for me, we get to just serve. So it's easy for me to just come in and get out of my head, even if I'm having a bad day. It's like there's someone there right there that's having a way worse day than you for whatever. And so that's always a frame for me that gets me out, where I'm like, okay, in my shirts, like they say
I like that.
They say cool stuff, and they keep me, like, stuff keeps me grounded. But yeah, I think it's making sure, to your best of your ability as a business owner, can you match your life around your business, and can you stick to your why, like the groundedness, the rootedness. I always used to think it was cheesy when people were like, you should redo your mission statement, your why, your whatever, every like quarter, every year. Not always. But if you're really struggling, in my opinion, and you're really struggling, like, why am I doing this again? Or like, why am I here?
Revamp.
Yeah, you should probably do that. Because we did actually redo ours about a year ago. And I was like, oh yeah, like we have evolved, we have changed our mission and value. The core of it's there, but the expansion on what we're trying to do has changed, has evolved.
Yes.
So,
but it's evolved into something better though.
Yes.
So I think that's always going to be a plus. When change is always good, as long as you're going in the right direction. So
yeah.
But this makes me think about everything that you have went through getting into this point. The calling, the shadowing. What is one mistake that you have made within your time frame that you'll always carry with you that'll help you be a better person today?
Since I've opened?
Yeah. Just in general. Just in general. Up until this point.
Biggest mistake?
Yeah. Because we all make them.
For sure. I'm just trying to think what that would be, because I make a lot of them. You do. Like, it's like you got to make decisions every day.
Yes.
For your business. Man, I mean, honestly, biggest mistake was not taking a chance on myself earlier.
Why do you think Were you hesitant? Were you like,
So knowing that everything happens for a reason,
yes.
and God's got me on that's His will. But if I had my way, I'm like, I just go back and change it. If I had my way, I would have opened probably out the gate, man. Probably out the gate from school. I was just fearful because I felt like I didn't have the tools. But looking back, I did. Maybe I didn't have them to that degree. I would have, because I was an associate for 4 years. So I was at an office for 4 years working for someone else. Growing the office, making all this money and stuff like that, which is great. But it's like, or even in year 2,
Yeah.
should have left.
Should have.
You know? But yeah, I would say that's my biggest mistake. Just like not betting on myself soon enough.
Okay.
And I think so many people are guilty of that.
I was just gonna say that. I was just like, I think that's
Insert X, Y, Z. It's money, it's people, it's fear. But there's always that one thing, right? Where you're like, tomorrow, maybe. You know?
Do you think that is what kind of keeps you grounded to right now? Is that like just to stay the course?
It definitely gives me confidence in moments, because any business is like this.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely gives me confidence in moments where I'm like, sky's falling. I'm like, wait, we've been here. You lean on your past experience to know like this will pass, and obviously my faith and things like that. But you lean on your past experience to know you've done it. And I used to write down all the accomplishments I had, and I would put them like in a jar. And if I had like a really bad day or was just feeling super stressed, pull it out.
Damn, that's fire.
It's David. It's not original. It's David Goggins.
I just thought about that's fire.
I wish it was original, but it's not.
I gotta. You
know David Goggins?
No, I do, but it's like I don't know him. Know him.
Yeah, I was deep in his stuff.
But
yeah, they call it the cookie jar. So every accomplishment you've ever had that was great, and you have like a core memory of that, you write it in like a strip of paper, fold them, put them in, and then
anytime a rainy day comes around,
anytime you're like, I did that shit. Sorry.
Damn, and it's just a reminder.
Yeah.
That's clean. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
That's
I thought so too. That's like helped me a lot.
That is,
and I don't really do it as much anymore because I'm like, man, like not all that, but I have some wisdom that I can lean on, and now I have coaches who coach me, and they're at a different level, and it's like.
Do you think that's important for an entrepreneur coming up?
I think you should always have a mentor, whoever it is. It doesn't have to be in that field, preferably, right? It's in that field, and you can get expertise from that. But you should have a mentor of some sort, for sure.
All right, man. So, with this being Self-Made Sunday, man, I gotta ask. The term self-made. What does it mean to Flint Sparks?
I think being self-made, to me, it really looks like showing up when you don't want to. I think that's really it, man. I think it's that simple. Showing up for yourself in the moments you don't want to. That defines your character. When no one looks, when no one's watching, what are you doing? I ask myself a lot where it's like I definitely dropped the ball multiple times because I'm human. But then I'm like, come back, do a better job. And it's all me. It's all in my head. It's all me, God, Holy Spirit. And we're just chatting. Just talk to God in my truck. But it's like, dude, if you're not showing up for yourself, how can you expect other people to show up and trust you?
Facts.
Facts. Show up for yourself. That's self-made.
Yes, I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I only got a few more for you, and then we'll get out of here. Another one would be: is there anything that you're working on right now that you're excited about?
Yeah, I mean, it's not related to the business. Just having a baby in about a month. So working on that mentally is like going into dad mode. I'm super excited for that. In terms of the business, man, just gratitude. There's really nothing crazy. We're always doing stuff in the background, but no crazy projects. We'll see if God wills it. If we end up expanding down 5, maybe 10 years. Spark Life of, I don't know, say any cities yet.
Hey man, I see it though.
But wherever God goes, where it wants us to go, that's where we'll go. And for now, we're just grateful for where we've been, man. Like 3.5 years, team has, grown.
Yes.
But yeah, man,
Yeah.
like I think my brain is on just dad mode going into
Yes.
that.
Yeah. No, right now for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's gonna? How can I put this? I'm not gonna say. Do I think?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of balance do you think you would need?
Right. I don't know. I'll let.
That's a fact. Hey, that's
I'll
a
let you
fact.
know.
Though. I wasn't necessarily expecting a real answer.
If I had to guess, it's just gonna be presence
yeah,
more than anything. Like just being present and available as much as I can.
yes,
Like I said, the hours for chiropractors are pretty nice, pretty easy. So it's just gonna be me showing up and being present, along with the stress of owning a business.
no,
That's my biggest thing.
I think it's gonna
Like leaving my stuff, because I do a good job of leaving it here, leaving my
Yes.
stuff at this door,
Mhm.
but not always a great job at leaving it at home.
I was gonna.
So
say
that's going to be my big challenge for myself.
as a father.
Like
I think-
reset.
I think all it's gonna do is motivate you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think that's all it's gonna
Yeah, I can already feel it.
do. Like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Because the stuff that I do, the stuff that I'm always gone way more than I ever wanted to be ever. And it still it eats at me every day. But then while it's eating at me, I'm like, whether it's writing a song, whether I'm reaching out to you, whether it's like it clicks with me. It's just like, no, this is why you're doing it, so they can be set and they can be good.
Yeah,
they don't
and
have
then
to
when
worry
you
about
aren't, you're present.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I got one more for you, and then we're up out of here, man. If me and you die tomorrow, what is one piece of advice you can give to the upcoming entrepreneurs?
If me and you die,
Yeah, just me. We going tomorrow. We going
die
tomorrow.
together.
Yeah, that's cool too.
What is the one thing I would share? Oh man, I would say just speaking to myself, really. Like, if you fail, you didn't fail. If you fail, you did not fail because you did it. Even if you didn't make it, so to speak, you didn't really fail because you chased it. And man, all this stuff comes back and you're like, it all, no wonder they're all sayings, right? They're all cheesy sayings. It's like no one ever remembered how busy they were.
Mm-hmm.
They remembered the times they didn't have, and it's like, yes, find that balance, but also bet on yourself, whatever that is. And then, by the way, the enemy will definitely put people, like the closest ones you love sometimes, they won't be your enemy, but the enemy will use them to like put fear and doubt. Like my mom, I love her to death. Love you, Mom. But like, there was a lot of fear around what is going to happen if this, or if that, or if this, or if that. And it's like, yo, I haven't even thought that far. Because if you did, you wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You just go.
You just do it.
That's what I told my mom. I was like, I love you, but like, I can't talk to you about this right now. Like, I got to go. Like, I'm just going to do it. And she supported me. But the fear of other people will become your fear. So that too.
And we can't be fearful.
And then just on the faith side, for me personally, like go deep on that. Go deep on that because that's going to be your sanctuary. That's where you go. If it's raining, you got covered.
I love it, man.
That's been my new thing.
I love
Newer.
it, man. Flint,
Landis.
this has been good, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the opportunity.
I love this, man. Hey, y'all know what it is. I do this every single Self-Made Sunday. I give y'all a song and a visual. This month, out the way. Peace. Love.
Thank you, guys. Cool.
I've been out the way.